Alright, cheers.
God damn it. There we go.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Hey guys, it's Freya and Charlie here. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going into Tesco. We're going to do a grocery haul, specifically trying out the Wicked Kitchen range.
Yes.
We do have some other bits we need to get as well, and this isn't like a weekly food shop. This is Friday today, so we're kind of doing more of a special weekend shop, and we're going to take you along and show you all the Wicked Kitchen range, because the Wicked Kitchen range is huge now.
Yes, there were like a few little like takeaway bits that you could have, microwave meals, ready meals, that sort of thing, but it is like expanded like so much. You can now get like sauces and seasonings. I think there's like a nutritional yeast that's flavoured, which looks quite interesting.
It's basically every aisle you go down, there's a Wicked Kitchen product on that aisle.
So their range is so big now that we can actually put together a whole Indian fakeaway from the Wicked Kitchen range, a little bit of the Plant Chef range, and some of the stuff that's in Tesco's regular range that is vegan friendly.
That's if they've got it in this store.
Yeah,
we're going to
roll the dice and get a little bit lucky with what we can find in there. But that's one of the big meals that we're going to be cooking. That's tonight. We're going to have a bit of an Indian fakeaway and movie night.
Wicked Kitchen
really
style.
Nice.
Originally we thought we would do like a what I eat in a day, but instead of that we're kind of doing more of a haul, and then we will show you a breakfast, lunch and dinner of Wicked Kitchen, but maybe not necessarily like in order. So like Charlie said, we're going to do the Indian fakeaway for dinner, and then we're going to get some breakfast bits from the Wicked Kitchen range.
There's some nice pastries, maybe a porridge, I'm not sure about that.
Just see what they've got,
look nice. And
then also some other little bits and bobs, like some of the ingredients we're going to cook and some stuff, and like review them as we go. Yeah,
and we might take a little look at what like Plant Chef's alternatives to the Wicked Kitchen stuff is as well, because
price-wise, there's quite a difference in some of the products in the price range.
Yeah.
You might even get a little snack review if you're lucky.
Ooh, I might get a snack review if I'm lucky. So yeah, this video is kind of like a part review of Wicked Kitchen, part comparison between Wicked Kitchen and the rest of the ranges, and also a little bit of a what I eat in a day,
and
but not in order, and a food haul. So
there's a lot going on.
Variety content.
Yeah, hope you enjoy. Let's get shopping.
Let's get in there. So where are we?
Tesco. Tesco. Extra.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
So we're back. It was a very expensive food shop.
Yeah.
Considering it was only meant to be for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably with some leftovers for next week. It was incredibly expensive. We spent more doing this with all the Wicked Kitchen bits than we would spend at Aldi for a whole week, like significantly more. Yeah,
if you want to keep costs down, if you're looking for some like budget meals, some budget food, this is not the way to go about it. This is so expensive.
Yeah, essentially the more pre-made, pre-processed whatever stuff that you buy, the more expensive your shop's going to be. I think it's like taking how much we spent with the pinch of salt, because you know we've bought like 2 pizzas so we can do a comparison. Then we've bought like a bunch of stuff to do Indian, or like in real life, this is real life, but like on a normal day we wouldn't have snacks in the car followed by pizzas for lunch, like ready-made, followed by ready-made Indian food, followed by more stuff tomorrow that's like pre-packaged. So I think that's why it's cost so much.
If you do what we usually do and go to Aldi and buy fruit and veg and beans and pulses, and that's but
this isn't a budget video. This is Wicked Kitchen worth it? So
exactly,
you don't really care about the price.
But I think what is worth noting is it's almost like what we've spent on a weekend We can spend half of that on eating for a whole week.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're rambling, and we need to get on to what's actually truly important. Snack review. Wait, give him a good view. Give him a good. Let him see.
Focusing?
Probably not.
Let's see.
All right, starting with the savoury option. What flavour are these again? I've forgotten. I've honestly forgotten.
Try it and you'll see.
Salt and vinegar. So, how much do you think these crisps are worth? And I'll tell you how much they cost.
If they were in a different bag, if they were like own brand, I think they'd be like £1.10.
Okay.
£1.10.
And how much do you reckon these are?
I think because they're Wicked Kitchen, they're probably like £1.30.
They're £1.
Mm.
Yeah, they're £1.
That's not bad. They taste
like
worthy,
£1, yeah.
But it's quite rare nowadays to get crisps, a bag of crisps for £1.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, and I'm still eating. Now on to the sweet option. Double chocolate chip cookies.
God damn it. There we go. So that's what it looks like.
It's a pretty good cookie.
Could be a bit gooier.
It's like right up there with all the other chocolate cookies. Like, it's going to do exactly what supermarket cookies do.
One thing I would say is that it's a bit too evenly baked. So I like it when cookies are like a little bit more crispy on the outside and then the middle is a little bit more gooey.
All elements considered, the Wicked Kitchen crisps. 3, 2, 1, 6. Interesting.
Well,
okay. Well, you can take that as a 7 from the two of us.
Yeah, I did think about changing it to 7.5. So, and now the cookies.
3, 2, 1, 6.
7.
Well, that you can take that as a 6.5.
You thought the cookies were just as bad as the crisps?
Well, no. It's like 5's like base, like they're not good nor bad. So they're like one level above good.
Yeah,
they're not great cookies. They're not great crisps. Just good crisps and a good cookie.
Yeah. Onwards and
let's go home and eat some pizza. Crisps, cookies, and pizza. What a day!
I feel like I'm about 8.
All right, we'll see you guys at home.
We should have got ice cream for pudding.
Yeah,
really
we got sticky toffee pudding. All right,
£70 well spent.
We'll see you guys back at home. With the fancy pizza or the...
Let's start with the Plant Chef.
Plant Chef, so like the more basic of the two pizzas.
It's a little bit overdone.
Yeah,
so we'll try not to let that influence.
Yeah, I left it. That's my fault. I left it in the oven a bit too long. It's got a nice thin base with a good crunch to it. The cheese doesn't have a massive amount of taste, but what I do like is the consistency of the cheese, because some vegan cheeses on pizzas are really like cloyy. But this isn't. This is like...
I think there's not that much of it.
Yeah, it's just not... It needs to be a stronger taste, doesn't it?
It's average. The main thing I'm tasting is the pizza base. I'm not tasting much toppings.
Lacking in almost all taste areas. The texture's great. You could get this as like a basic pizza and add your own stuff to it. Maybe like a bit more vegan cheese, a bit more stuff. But then why would you spend £3 for just a pizza base?
I've had much better supermarket pizzas before.
This is the Wicked Kitchen.
Looks good.
This is the Wicked Kitchen. Alright, cheers. Spicy. Like, there's some family members that I know that this would be too spicy for, so that's worth considering.
But it says it on it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So this is their pepperoni, which I kind of fundamentally hate the name of it. It sounds like a child that can't pronounce pepperoni properly.
Pepperoni. Yeah. It's definitely a lot nicer though, I think. Like the tomato flavour from the base, like the marinara, is really nice. The
base and the crispiness and the crunchiness is just as good as the other pizza. So what you're getting for your £1.50 is like better tomato, better cheese, and like interesting toppings.
Have you had any of the pepperoni yet? I've had one piece. One round piece on a quarter of the pizza.
It looked like there was quite a bit of pepperoni. I can't. It looked like there was quite a bit of vegan pepperoni on the pizza when I put it in. It's kind of like shrunk on the pizza.
I reckon that's because we've overdid it a bit.
You reckon?
So I'd say that the Wicked Kitchen is better than Plant Chef.
They're both
nice.
Average pizzas.
Yeah.
One is far more average than the other one.
So Wicked Kitchen trumps Plant Chef. So far, I'm not bowled over by any of the Wicked Kitchen products we've had.
I really hope that dinner pulls through strong and that like we have a really nice Indian like fakeaway kind of thing. But yeah, apprehensive at the moment. If you guys have tried any of the food that we're trying today, it'd be really interesting to get what you thought about them as well. So leave us a little comment down below and let us know what, like, if you've tried these pizzas, if you agree with us or not.
We are about to start cooking our dinner, and as we said before, we've gone for a kind of Indian takeaway, fakeaway sort of thing. We had a look around Tesco to see what sort of wicked kitchen stuff they had. There wasn't a lot in the Indian realms, so they had a cauliflower tikka as part of a meal deal, a biryani, a jalfrezi, which you could only cook in the microwave, so we didn't go for them because we don't have a microwave. But we did see this in their freezer section. It's a banging biryani but with Beyond Meat. So they've obviously done a collab with Beyond Meat, and it's, I think, it's a mint biryani with chickpeas and mixed vegetables. So this is going to be our main. And then to go with it on the side, we've got some Tesco own brand bits, which just happen to be vegan. So these are just some onion bhajis. But we've also gone for a Bombay potatoes, but this looks not like the normal kind of Bombay potato. It's quite saucy, but not opposed to that because none of the other things we have much of a sauce. This actually does say it's suitable for vegans, so that's our little side. And then also, again, not specifically vegan, but their naan breads are vegan, and often naan breads aren't vegan, so this is cool to see, and hopefully they're tasty. They're just plain naan breads, they're not like garlic or whatever. So this came to around £7.50, which is obviously way cheaper than a takeaway or going out for dinner. And I think this would, I don't know if this would stretch to 4 people. So each thing we've got says it serves 2, but obviously we're having quite a few things. So I think maybe 3, maybe 4. We're gonna have a little bit and then have another, save the leftovers for another day. Actually, this is what I'm most excited for. We found these sticky toffee puds, which is pretty much one of my favourite desserts like ever. So overall, we did really enjoy this meal. I think the standout for us was probably the potatoes. They were definitely something we'd get again. The biryani was delicious. It didn't necessarily taste like other biryanis I'd had, but it was really good and it was good value for money. I'm not sure we'd get it again just because we tend to make the stuff at home, but it was tasty. Again, with the onion bhajis, we just make them at home better, and they're really easy to make, so probably wouldn't get them again. The naan bread was really tasty, and like we said before, it's just really good to see vegan naan bread in the shop. And yeah, overall we were super full afterwards. It was really tasty, and for the price, for £7.50, like, it's a bargain. So it would be nice to see Wicked Kitchen bring out more of the vegan side dishes. So like if they had some Indian bhajis or other Indian kind of starters, because there wasn't a lot to choose from, so it'd be definitely good to see a bit more of that, so we weren't just going for the Tesco own brand. We finished off our Indian with a not very traditional Indian dessert. We had the sticky toffee puddings, and they were so delicious and definitely lived up to our expectations. So we mentioned earlier in the video that we were going to get Wicked Kitchen for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Yes.
However, we couldn't find the Wicked Kitchen swirls.
Yeah, they do
pastries.
little pastries.
So the only other breakfast option was one of those like porridge pots where you add the liquid, and it was quite expensive for what it was. I just didn't think it was something we would ever buy. I don't know if it's something you guys ever buy. So yeah, we couldn't get the vegan breakfast items we were looking for. So we don't have a breakfast to show you right now. No. We're just gonna kind of round up our thoughts on the Wicked Kitchen range, the things that we tried. So we did double chocolate chip cookies, the salt and vinegar squares, the no pepperoni, spicy pizza. Then we did the biryani with the Beyond Meat mince, and then we did the sticky toffee puddings. So we did 5 things. Yeah, the only thing that we haven't tried that they do kind of like condiments and sauces and seasonings and stuff like that, which do look interesting. But again, like with the porridge, it was just way too expensive. They had a thing of like seasoned nutritional yeast, which looked good, but it was like for half the size. Yeah,
like
it's the same
like
price as like the Energivita.
Yeah.
So maybe if you are interested, I know a couple of people said in our community post that they were interested in seeing like a condiments and seasoning and things. So if you are, let us know and we can do a separate video for that.
Yeah.
But for like we had more like ready-made meals and snacks. And overall, I wasn't like bowled away by anything. I wasn't like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I can't think, there wasn't anything that was like, yuck. There was some stuff which was like, oh, this doesn't hold up to my expectations.
Yes.
And some stuff that did, and maybe even exceeded what I expected from it as well. But yeah, in general, I think you're right. Kind of like,
a mixed board.
Yeah.
I really loved the sticky toffee puddings. Like they were, the texture was really good. The sauce on the top, the portion size was really good value for money. I think it was moist. It was flavourful. It was just a really good ready-made pudding.
Yeah. So that's your favourite. I think I'd have to agree with you on that one. I think out of everything we tried, it's a close call between that and the cookies. Just because like any cookie is always going to be so delicious anyway.
But you know why I think the puddings are good is that I feel like a lot of the vegan desserts that you can get at supermarkets are like those cold pots, whether it's like a mousse or a little like
the coconut collaborative mousse.
Yeah, and they are nice, but like sometimes I want a proper pudding. And a sticky toffee pudding, you can't get more like puddingy than that.
That's like the classic British pudding.
The pudding.
We would definitely go and get those sticky toffee puddings again. So the range in general, I can see why it's a good thing to have. Like, I think what Tesco's done, they've released such a wide range of things that's going to hit with all sorts of people's tastes, that they've kind of positioned themselves as almost the vegan supermarket. Out of all of the big ones, it's like, you know, you can go to Tesco and find something that you'll enjoy.
There is a lot of variety, like you said, and there is something for everyone. I enjoyed a lot of what we ate, and I would buy quite a few of them again. Whether or not it's worth the money, that's another thing. It's all dependent on what your budget is, so it's really difficult to say.
That's personal. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave us a little comment on what you think about the Wicked Kitchen range too.
So I want to know what your favourite thing from the range is. What do you guys think? And we will see you in our next video.
Bye.